We all have them, projects. But if they're never managed, they're never successful. Luckily, there's a field for that. Project management teaches us how to manage projects in the best way possible. It's hard to track a project without it. In this video, we'll use project management to create and monitor the goals which are closest to us, our personal SMART goals. But if you've never heard of project management or SMART goals before, there's nothing to worry about. This video is for experts and newcomers. Experts will learn to connect the dots from specific domains in project management to their own life, and newcomers will be able to immediately apply the fundamentals. And of course, we'll look at real-world examples. Let's start by looking at where project management domains are involved. Here's a SMART goal. Some people define SMART in different ways, but this is how we'll define ours today. Let's start with this. The question is, how can we make a goal so clear that anyone can see it? The technical solution is scope. According to the Project Management Institute, the definition of scope is the work required to deliver a project's deliverables. Then the question's simple. The key to being specific is identifying and writing out each part of the goal. Don't stop at the surface. Let's see if you can tell the difference between surface and depth in this example. If your goal is to gain muscle mass, instead of writing down, I want to be bigger, write down, I want to eat more protein, lift weights, and take rest seriously. You see it? I stated what it took to be bigger instead of just being bigger. I said the project deliverables, not the project itself. That way, when I look at my SMART goal in a few days, I'll know where my heart is today. Specifics are good. But what would really be great is if you could tell whether you're accomplishing your goal or not. Because if you can't track your goal, there's no point in having a goal at all. This is where measuring comes in. It's pretty helpful. But the problem with metrics is that they always depend on what specific goal you have. There's no way to know what to measure until you make the goal. But that's okay. There's a solution. There's one thing which project management says you can track across all goals. That thing is baselines. A baseline is the approved work, not the actual work done. That means in your goal, the baseline can be the amount of work that needs to be done or the day you want the goal to be achieved, but we'll get into timely at the end. The key to baselining is to look at what needs to be done and what has been done. Do you need to fill 3 requirements but you only fill 1? That's measuring. You're supposed to measure when you accomplish your goal, but what if you never do accomplish your goal? Then you don't have a SMART goal. The difficulty is, project management's pretty clear in saying that it's almost impossible to know exactly what is possible, if that makes any sense. Fortunately, project management gives us a tool to handle this uncertainty. Incrementally guess. You can't tell what's down a path until you start walking down it. Project management tells us it's okay to change our mind about our goals. Let's say we took up playing chess. We want to be this good at this time. When we get here, we realize being that good is actually much harder than we thought, so we adjust. That's how your goal stays achievable. During this video, we've been looking very closely at how to make a good goal. Now it's time to step back just for a second and ask the question, why do we want to accomplish a goal anyways? Why don't, instead of working hard on a goal, we just sit back and look around and have gratitude for what we already have? And the answer is obvious. Goals make us happier. They're the legs we use to get from here to there. A good goal doesn't take you anywhere, it takes you there. Project management helps us answer the question, how can I tailor a goal to the overall direction I want to go? Because let's face it, if goals keep taking you different directions, you end up going nowhere. So here's how you align your goals. Project management suggests we do something we already know how to do. Be specific. Just as one product may have many projects which support it, one life goal may have many SMART goals to support it. Do you want to be more creative? Create a SMART goal in the fine arts. Do you want to be something a little bit harder to define, like being a kind person? Create a SMART goal in your relationships. The only thing you have to do to make a goal relevant to your life is zoom out and look at your life goals. The last requirement of a SMART goal is being timely. When's the last time you've told a mob boss, don't worry man, I'll give you your money back sometime later? In the same way, be a bit like a mob boss, but to yourself. When you tell yourself you'll work on your goal, ask when. You'll think about it and you'll say, I have no clue, because it is actually really hard to set up a deadline and give yourself a little bit of accountability without being too pressured. Here's project management's secret. Stay out of the weeds. The best and the emerging methodologies, such as Agile, give a rough draft for the whole project, but only get specific in 1 or 2 week timeframes called sprints. How can you give an accurate schedule? Make 2 different timelines. One is a general milestone roadmap, and the other as a specific 1 to 2 week roadmap. Then, once you've completed your smaller roadmap, make another. That's how to keep goals timely. With that, you've successfully heard how project managers create SMART goals. Now, instead of your goals going in circles making you frustrated, and you get mad you never finish them because, let's face it, how could you complete that goal? You now have a clear path to reach your goal. All you have to do is do it. Thanks for staying all the way to the end of the video. If you like this one, the algorithm thinks you'll like this one next, so maybe check it out. Bye.